Would you believe me if I told you this tree only took 2 minutes to make? Because this is actually a vanilla sapling with a few tweaks. So today I'll be going over how you can make the different sapling trees look custom made by just changing a few things with them. Here we have a normal oak sapling tree. Looks okay, kinda mid, but thankfully that's about to change. Because we are going to start off with rounding this tree. Because when you transform oak trees, you want to think circle. You essentially want to make it look like a circle, but more messy, as having a perfectly round tree just looks, I don't know. When you're done with rounding off the tree, it should look somewhat like this. Take some spruce trapdoors and place them at the bottom of the trunk. The trapdoors give the trunk more shape and make it look like it's curving inwards. And now let's look at the before versus the after. But what about the large oak tree? This one's a bit more difficult. Here you also want to think circle, but rather more circles. The tree is comprised of a few circles, so you should round these circles off the same way you rounded the smaller oak. The goal here is to define the pre-existing circles before you add more. When you're done with that, you can add a couple more circles to places that don't have as much leaves to balance the entire tree out. Now add a few spruce trapdoors to the bottom of the trunk, as well as some to the branches just to give them more character. When you're transforming bigger trees, you can even add some buttons if you want it to look even more natural, as well as some fences to act as branches. And here is the large oak tree before and after. Birch tree. Here we have a vanilla birch tree. Transforming this tree is very similar to the process of the smaller oak tree in the sense that you basically just turn it into a circle. You can also make this one a little bit pointer if you want to. Once you've rounded the tree, let's fix the trunk. And this is where the birch tree differs from the oak. The oak log has a plank that perfectly matches the tree, unlike the birch wood. So instead, we will be using some diorite walls to add branches to the tree. And here we have the before versus the after. Spruce tree. Here we have a spruce, a smaller spruce. Start by extending the top with 1 to 4 blocks. Now add some leaves to the biggest circles of leaves on the tree to make it look less uniform. Then you can add leaves to the rest of the tree to give it more density. If the tree is taller like this one, give the bottom of the trunk some dark oak trapdoors. Here we have the before, and then this is the after. When it comes to the bigger spruce tree, it's similar to the smaller one, except bigger, obviously. Start by extending the top with 3 to 8 blocks and make it pointy. When you add leaves to the circles on the largest spruce, you want to be a lot more spammy with it. And if it's necessary, you can add another circle of leaves to the bottom of the tree. Now you can finally add some density to the rest of the tree, just like so. This tree is huge, so make the trunk bigger with spruce logs, dark oak stairs, and some trapdoors. And it is done. Here's the before and here is the after. Dark oak. Here we have a dark oak, and the dark oak's top part looks very flat. So add some leaves to the bottom in a round circle. Then add some leaves to the side as well as the top. This tree's trunk is very fat, so add some dark oak stairs to it as well as some trapdoors to balance the entire thing out. And here we have the before versus the after. Jungle tree. Smaller jungle trees are very easy to transform. You just round it and place spruce trapdoors at the bottom. Boom, done. Before or after. Now for the bigger jungle trees, you want to start by making the very top of the tree look more messy. Then add these clusters of leaves to the entire trunk and make sure they're flat on the underside. Now connect them to the tree with jungle logs and spruce stairs. And obviously don't forget to add vines to them to blend them in with the rest of the tree. Here we have the before and the after. Cherry tree, let's go, this one's my favorite. Here we have a cherry blossom tree, and you might notice that this tree looks oddly long, and that's exactly what we don't want. This tree has 3 circles, and you want to add 3 more to balance it out. 2 on the sides and 1 on the top. But before that, start by defining the circles that are already present. Now we can add 2 more circles to the sides that are lacking, and then the last one to the top. Add some branches to the 2 circles on the sides with a cherry log and some crimson stairs. The tree might look very big by now, so just trim it wherever you feel like it's too huge. Give the bottom of the trunk some shape with logs, stairs, and a few crimson planks to better blend the stairs in with the rest, and some trapdoors, of course. And here we have the before and the after. This one is by far my favorite. Acacia. Here we have an acacia tree. Start by making the shape of the leaves more natural, but make sure to still keep the underside of the tree flat. Then take some stone stairs and add them to the trunk to give it more shape. Also make sure to use the stone elsewhere to properly blend it in. And it's done! Before and after. Azalea tree. This tree is bent in a slightly weird way, so let's balance it out. You basically want to add more leaves to the side that lacks leaves, and then remove some on the side with too much to make it look more even. And there we have it. Before and after. Mangrove. Alright, let's be real. Nobody uses this tree. Alright, if you plant a mangrove sapling and think, oh my goodness, let's plant a mangrove, you are an NPC. You're not real. You're a social experiment because nobody fucking uses this. It looks weird. It has no redeemable qualities. There's no saving this tree. Alright, I won't be covering how to fix the mangrove sapling because there's no fixing the mangrove. It looks ugly. Here are all the different trees from the video. Knowing how to make sapling trees look custom made can be really practical whether you are a beginner at building, a survival player, or simply somebody who's too lazy to actually make custom trees. And just know that you are so incredibly real for that. Hopefully you learned something new and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!